The cave systems on Earth are nothing short of extraordinary. Some are so treacherous that they've been completely sealed off, while others are safe enough for the public to explore through guided tours. However, it's thanks to fearless spelunkers that we've uncovered giant crystals, glowing worms, and even real-life baby dragons in these breathtaking caverns. And these discoveries are just the tip of the iceberg. Join us as we dive into the 20 most shocking discoveries found in caves. The Cave Castle. A castle is probably the last thing you'd expect to find inside a cave, but that's exactly what Predjama Castle is. Nestled within a cave system at the end of a valley in southwest Slovenia, this fortress clings to a 400-foot-high vertical cliff. Dating back to the 13th century, it holds the Guinness World Record for being the largest cave castle in the world. Its grand Renaissance-style facade, added in the 1580s, only enhances its impressive appearance. But even the castle's outhouse has its own fascinating history. Predjama Castle is closely linked to Erasmus von Lueg, a local figure often compared to Robin Hood. In the mid-1480s, he sought refuge in the castle after a deadly duel with Count Pappenheim. A siege followed, but Erasmus cleverly used secret tunnels to smuggle supplies, even taunting his enemies by sending them cherries from the Vipava Valley. His cleverness, however, was no match for betrayal. One of his own servants ultimately gave him away, and he met his end when a cannonball struck him while he was using the outhouse. But this isn't the only cave with a fascinating past. Cornwall's Holy Well. The charming village of Holywell is a popular resort destination, but it's also home to the famous Holy Well Cave. The village actually gets its name from this well, which only reveals itself at low tide. Situated at the northern edge of the beach, the cave leads to a freshwater spring. According to legend, early Christian monks once performed baptisms here, using the rocky formations, resembling a staircase, as steps to the sacred pool. But there's another version of the story, one that predates Christianity. Some believe the well was revered for its healing properties, with parents bringing sick children to bathe in its upper pool in hopes of a cure. Since no Christian symbols or inscriptions are found near the well, this theory might hold some truth. The well remains discreet and unmarked. You'll have to walk along the shore for about 10 to 15 minutes before stumbling upon it. Found at the far end of the beach, where the cliffs almost touch the shore, the entrance is adorned with colorful mineral deposits, making it visually stunning but also incredibly slippery. Speaking of beautiful underground water sources, our next stop takes us to a dazzling waterfall hidden inside a mountain. Ruby Falls, Tennessee. Deep within Lookout Mountain in Chattanooga, Tennessee, lies Ruby Falls, one of nature's most mesmerizing hidden gems. Cascading 145 feet down a massive vertical shaft, this is America's tallest underground waterfall. These caverns have a history that goes beyond their breathtaking geology. They were once used as shelters during the Civil War, only to be sealed off later due to railway construction. It wasn't until the efforts of an amateur spelunker, Leo Lambert, that the caves were rediscovered. Using a tunnel dug through the mountainside, Lambert uncovered the falls and named them after his wife, Ruby. Today, Ruby Falls is illuminated by a spectacular array of multicolored lights, creating a dreamlike spectacle for visitors. The surrounding Lookout Mountain caves are also filled with intricate formations of stalactites and stalagmites, making this subterranean wonderland look like something straight out of a fantasy novel, or perhaps even a nightclub. But speaking of caves that doubled as entertainment venues, our next destination has an even wilder past. The Lost River Cave. Hidden beneath Bowling Green, Kentucky, the Lost River Cave is surrounded by 60 acres of lush woodlands, concealing a mysterious river that winds its way beneath the Earth's surface. Today, this cave is a major tourist attraction, offering guided boat tours and kayaking excursions. But it wasn't always a peaceful retreat. Over the centuries, the cave has served many different purposes, from a nightclub and a sawmill to a Civil War campsite and even a waste dump. Before it became a hub for human activity, the cave was originally used as a shelter and water source by indigenous peoples. Later, the first sawmill in the area used the cave's waters, relying on the underground river to carry away sawdust and debris. During the Civil War, both Confederate and Union soldiers took refuge inside its limestone walls at different times. To this day, The cave walls bear the markings of nearly 40,000 Union troops, their names, ranks, and military units forever etched into history. And while some caves hold the names of soldiers, others bear markings of a much more mysterious nature. Creswell Crags. Spanning the border between Derbyshire and Nottinghamshire, England, Creswell Crags is a prehistoric limestone gorge filled with caves and rock shelters that hold secrets of our ancient past. Archaeologists have been exploring these caves since the 19th century, unearthing ancient relics buried beneath the cave floors. But one of the most intriguing discoveries came in 2019, when researchers found hundreds of protective symbols, known as witch marks, carved into the cave walls. These markings, dating back over 60,000 years, were believed to be apotropaic symbols, a Greek term meaning to turn away. Often found near dark corners and deep crevices, these engravings were likely meant to ward off evil spirits. While similar symbols exist in various locations, Creswell Crags contains the largest known collection of witch marks in the UK. Unfortunately, the most densely marked chamber remains off-limits to the public for safety reasons. But if you're looking for a cave that's far more inviting, then our next stop is one of the most breathtaking cave systems in the world. The group eventually found her and reunited her with her parents, whose voices echoed through the cavern. Interestingly, the video starts with her standing alongside her parents just outside the entrance. What happened after that remains a mystery. Her condition after being rescued has not been disclosed, and how she ended up so deep inside the cave is still unknown. And if you thought this lava tube was eerie, wait until you see what's next. Lava River Cave, Arizona. Nestled within Arizona's Coconino National Forest, the Lava River Cave is a captivating geological wonder. Stretching about 0.75 miles, it holds the title of Arizona's longest lava tube. Scientists estimate its formation occurred between 650,000 and 700,000 years ago due to a volcanic eruption near Hart Prairie. As the molten lava flowed, the outer layers cooled and solidified, creating a hollow space within, shaping the cave as we know it today. Evidence of this fiery past is etched into the cave's walls. The rippled patterns on the floor show where lava once flowed before cooling, while the rock icicles hanging from the ceiling hint at the final bursts of heat that left their mark. Despite the cave being dry, shifts in temperature lead to condensation, making the walls, ceiling, and entrance slippery. However, at least there's breathable air here, unlike the next cave, which is completely underwater. BCO Crystal Caves. Beneath the breathtaking landscapes of the Bahamas lies an underground labyrinth, an otherworldly realm known as the BCO Crystal Caves. These submerged caves are so mesmerizing that divers often describe the experience as swimming inside a crystal chandelier. The formations inside challenge our understanding of nature. Delicate crystal roses dangle from the ceiling, translucent angel wing-like structures shimmer in the light, and towering columns stretch from the floor to the roof. Beneath the pine forests of South Abaco, four interconnected cave systems span more than 9 miles. Once seen as treacherous and only accessible to the bravest explorers, advancements in technology and diving techniques have made them more reachable. Among these caves, Darnes and Ralph's Cave stand out as some of the most spectacularly decorated underwater caves on Earth. Their stunning formations have been featured on the covers of National Geographic and highlighted in Nova documentaries, drawing divers from around the world. But these aren't the only awe-inspiring submerged caves. The next one holds a peculiar geological mystery. Hell's Bells. On Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, a 70-foot deep sinkhole known as Cenote Zapote conceals a rare geological phenomenon, the enigmatic formations called Hell's Bells. These massive, bell-shaped stalactites, standing around 6 feet tall, remain a puzzle. They formed in total darkness, in a mix of fresh and toxic sulfide-rich saltwater. To uncover their secrets, researchers from Germany and Mexico joined forces. They discovered that these unique structures were formed by microbes, which triggered the accumulation of calcite. By analyzing the formations, scientists determined that the Hell's Bells have been growing completely submerged for thousands of years. Although similar structures exist elsewhere, none compare to the extraordinary formations found in Cenote Zapote. Subscriber Pick, a mysterious cave discovery. A subscriber recently shared a bizarre discovery they made while spelunking. They stumbled upon what appears to be an ancient warboat with a golden statue at its bow, hidden deep inside a cave. The origins of the vessel remain unknown. Is it truly an ancient relic or merely a modern replica? And what was it doing in a cave? We don't have the answers, but maybe you do. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Guattari Cave. Tucked along Italy's coast between Rome and Naples, Guattari Cave in San Felice Sersio has revealed a chilling story of life, death, and survival. Discovered in 1939 by Italian archaeologist Alessandro Guattari, the cave contained one of Europe's oldest Neanderthal skulls. The skull, found in a circle of stones with a visible puncture wound, led researchers to theorize that ritualistic cannibalism may have taken place here. However, recent excavations have challenged that idea. Hundreds of animal bones, including remains of extinct giant deer, cave bears, rhinos, and even elephants, suggest that the cave was a den for fierce Ice Age hyenas.